friends. It's Lance, Elijah. We're out with the 666, and Eli is learning how to move our first crop hay and stack the bales. I should say put them in a row. So getting some good practice. So yeah, we've been blessed with a good first crop, and yeah, went on shares with a neighbor who cuts it and bales it and rakes it. So just wanted to kind of invite you for a walk here tonight with us. So here you can see some of the bales. We're putting some of them on skids, and so this is our perennial pasture, and have my neighbor cut it high. 6 to, I guess, 8 inches is the target, but and why do we do that, right? Because we're interested in keeping the ground covered. We're also interested in feeding the soil biology and, you know, armoring and insulating the soil, especially if we wouldn't have got the rain. That would have, I think, having a higher residual makes a big difference. So yeah, so thought I would just quick share. You know, we do things different, right? We do not use bale rings. Bale placed, bale placed, bale placed, bale placed. You can see him. You can see him way out where he's at. And so we strategically outwinter by pre-placing some of these bales in fall, fencing them off, and then other ones we'll haul and put them about on 40-foot centers. And people say, why do you do that? Why do you waste hay? Well, not really waste, it's feeding the biology. And I don't want to spread fertilizer out here. Actually, I refuse to. Why not run it through the cow? And then, sure, this is full of what we call annual weeds. Lamb's quarters galore. This is actually from 2 winters ago, I believe. And so it takes a while. We lose some production, but again, our goal is to cover this farm in 6 years. And so with our small group of cows and horses, we can do it. And so we are adding lots of value to the soil, just multiple benefits. A lot of fuel savings, especially if we pre-place them. On the hills, we'll actually put them on top of the hill and roll them down the hill. That's where we get the best utilization. But something else that we do on our farm is we leave habitat for God's critters, and it all works together, right? So I'm going to show you a couple things here. It's a brush pile, and look at the expression of clover, or of radish. Amazing expression. And I was gonna burn this, and I thought, meh, haven't got to it, but look what's going on here. Seed, just like seed in the latent seed bank. And so often we forget about the latent seed bank. And if we do our part in giving those little seeds a chance to flourish, they pop out of the ground. So over here, we've had bees here for 3 years. Every year we've farmed here. And this year working with a commercial bee grower, apiary, and so I think there's 22 hives. Anyway, I'm really excited about this. Part of what we talked about with Ted was leaving some of our pollinator strips, so it's probably hard to see, but over on the other side of the new greenhouse, we have a 20-foot wide swath for the pollinators. And that's not just the bees, let's be frank. There's some swaths out there. There's 2 of them. Hard to see, they got a little narrow. It's a 20-foot away, what we call the pig pasture. And then there's my 4-acre experimental cover crop plot. We left it there too. So again, we're trying to think differently. trying to farm with a new perspective, right? And it's not all about control, it's about really being one with what he's given us. And so we're trying to emulate nature, look for, you know, diversity. Bird's foot trefoil, beautiful. Natural wormer. So anyway, just wanted to kind of give you guys all a quick rundown of our farm here in southeast Minnesota. Eli's love for tractors, that's very helpful. And he's learning how to not only work on machines but drive them. Next step is going to be a tractor safety course, if we can find one here locally. So that's the update from a beautiful, what is it, I think the 20th of June here. Boy, summer's flying by. So with that, we'll sign off from both Eli's Engines and 5 Kids Farm Life, but also the other channel, Lance Klessig Regenerative Ag Advocate. So thanks for sharing the journey with us, and you guys have a great night.